Hey everyone, Philip DeFranco here, and today I've got a wild story for you about former GOP Congressman George Santos. Buckle up, because this one has twists, turns, and a whole lot of drama. So let's start at the beginning. George Santos, once a rising star within the Republican Party, has been sentenced to 87 months, or around 7 years and 3 months, in prison for federal fraud and identity theft charges. This verdict came down on April 25, 2025. And he's got until July 26th to report to prison. Now here's where things get really interesting. Santos actually pleaded guilty to these charges back in August of 2024. He admitted to deceiving donors and even stealing identities to fund his campaign. In addition to his prison time, he's on the hook for nearly $600,000 in penalties. Judge Joanna Sabert, who handed down the sentence, wasn't convinced that Santos was genuinely remorseful. She pointed out his tendency to blame others and sidestep responsibility. U.S. Attorney John Durham echoed this sentiment, saying Santos was finally being held accountable for his mountain of lies, theft, and fraud. But wait, there's more. During his 2022 campaign, Santos fabricated all sorts of details about his background. He claimed he attended NYU, worked at Goldman Sachs and Citigroup, and that his grandparents had escaped the Nazis. None of these claims were true. Santos served in Congress for nearly a year before his colleagues ousted him in 2023, well before his criminal conviction. And even after being ousted, he didn't back down. He took to social media, posting unrepentant messages and even defying the Department of Justice. Prosecutors used these posts to argue that Santos showed no real remorse. Interestingly, Santos countered that true remorse doesn't have to be silent. He argued that he had the right to protest what he called an absurd sentence. And get this, after all of this, Santos tried to make a political comeback in 2024. He ran as an independent candidate in a neighboring district, but, unsurprisingly, was unsuccessful. So, what do you think about this entire saga? Did Santos get what he deserved, or is there more to the story? Some people believe that his sentence was too harsh, while others think it was just right given the extent of his deceit and the impact on his donors and the public trust. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear what you all think about this. And that's where I'm wrapping it up for today. Remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and ring that bell to stay updated on all my latest uploads. As always, I love you faces and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.